Man, long history with my boy Stan. Yo, Shauna Hickman, today. Stop talking about me. Nah, we mean it today, y'all. Today we're gonna take a hold of these days again, y'all. Y'all know how we gonna make sure that we capturing our days and not just letting life pass us by. We're gonna make sure that we are intentional about our living and we're gonna live while we're living. All right. Again, we ain't gonna just be around here just what we say. We ain't gonna just be around here just surviving. It's time to thrive. Yeah, it's time to thrive in this life and not just survive, not just be in survival mode and not get a chance to actually live while we living. Again, we're gonna talk about our subject today, which is accountability, and that's a big part of, living while living and living unlimited and making sure that we live the things that we saw in our mind. So we gonna talk, y'all. He says I've been up since 5 a.m. I've been up since like 2, 3. I don't know. My body just wake up like that. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's got an automatic alarm clock because I be excited about what God has for me today. Again, I don't know. I just be excited about, again, when you're planting great seeds in your past and you know that each and every day you've been working towards greatness. You be waiting and you just be excited to see things develop each and every day. So my body just gets up. I don't know. If I sleep too long, I feel like I miss something. I don't know. I feel like I feel like I missed out on something. I wake up with anxiety if I sleep too long. Making coffee. Yeah, we're going to have some coffee conversations too, Stan. So stick around. Make sure you stay a part of the show. Becky Engla, how you doing this morning? Good morning with some sunshine this morning, y'all. Morning with some sunshine. Remind y'all right now, right after the show here. Y'all know we live on the radio, Hot 105.7, Milwaukee's new #1 for hip hop and R&B. We on the morning grind with promise, y'all. And at 7 o'clock hour, you can find us, doing the mindset and motivation live on the radio, y'all. So make sure that you tune in, Odyssey.com. If you're not in the car, you can still listen on your phone, tablet, or computer, AUDACY.com. Again, if you are in the car, tune in to Milwaukee's new #1 for hip hop and R&B. Hot 105.7, y'all. And yes, of course, we gotta be on the #1 station. I am #1. What is watching, y'all? Shout out to my boy Promise for allowing us to have a segment on the show. Make sure y'all tune in each and every weekday to his show, 5 to 10 a.m., 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. each and every morning, all right? So Hot 105.7, make sure y'all tune in, y'all. And thank you for y'all support, and we really, really appreciate it. All right, I hope all is well with you guys. And if it's not, y'all know the 3 things we do each and every day. Yeah, 3 things, our reset mechanism, hitting Control, Alt, and Delete. Yeah, this is our reset mechanism for when life get, a little bit off track. This is how we get it back. First thing we got to do is make sure that we take control, y'all. Be in control of our environment and protecting our peace. Again, you can't control everybody. You can't control everything, but you can control you. Accountability. Yeah, we talking about that. Again, you can control you. So let's make sure that you not doing it to you. It's easy to blame and complain everybody else, but you didn't have to take your little big head self over there. So let's take some accountability. Let's make sure that we are in control of our lives and not being in these environments or places out of some type of imaginary obligation. If it ain't working, don't go, because it still ain't gonna work because you there. Let's not be in these environments that we know are conducive to our growth. Remove yourself, and to do that, sometimes you got to hit that Alt key. Choose some different alternatives. Again, especially if the things you're doing right now are just not working or getting you there fast enough, you got to hit that Alt key. Choose some different. Come on, don't continue to do the same thing, okay? Yeah, I tell you guys each and every day on this show that success is a blueprint. Failure is a pattern. Watch the patterns of your life and make sure that you're following the blueprint towards your success, not towards someone else's success, towards your success. Again, if you're not clear about what your success look like, close your eyes. And again, think about all the things that make you happy and joyful. And then, I want you to capture all those emotions and understand that, now when you open your eyes, it's time to make all those feelings real. It's time to make that vision. Again, the dream was just a preview of what could be real in this lifetime. But sometimes you gotta hit that delete key. Yeah, delete situations, relationships, and sometimes even people. Yep. It don't matter who it is, it don't matter what it is, and it don't matter how it is. If that, or if they ain't good for you, get them up out of there. Get yourself up out of there. Again, it could be a longtime friend, it could be your family member, it could be a boo, the one you're laying next to. I ain't saying start cussing and fussing. I'm just saying let's take inventory in our life and make sure that the people that's in it belong in this version of who you are. And yes, again, key word, this version of who you are. Because again, sometimes people can't handle the growing you. Sometimes they can't handle the more elevated you. They might not understand you anymore because you know what? You are seeking new things and you're letting go of the old. And sometimes people haven't let go of the old at the same time you letting go of the old. So they still in the old while you in the new, and they still trying to bring you back to the old until they ready to get new, and you already being new, and they like, oh, now you're acting brand new. You got dang on right, I'm acting brand new because I want new things in my life. And we cannot be afraid to hit the delete key to let old things go. And again, it could be a family member and your boo. Again, let's take inventory, because when they can't handle the new you, they're gonna try to take you back to the old you, and we ain't got time for that. All right. And you know what, just like the computers, when they start messing up, acting up, not doing what they supposed to do, we hit Control Alt Delete to get a refresh and a reboot, right? And that's just what we may need to do in our life sometime. When our life start messing up, acting up, not doing what it's supposed to do, it might be time to hit Control Alt Delete to get a refresh and a reboot. Yo, y'all stick right there. We're going to talk about accountability today, y'all. Yeah, we're going to take some accountability. It's going to be a deep show. All right, the world is watching. All right, we're going to have a word from our sponsor, and we're going to have this coffee conversation when we get back.
Hello, I'm Patrice, owner of Calm Wellness Services, where we specialize in relaxation and opportunities for you to escape the rest of the world.
Keep it cool. Calm Wellness.
We like to customize our experiences for our guests. Although we offer a typical 60-minute Swedish massage or a 90-minute deep tissue massage, it's important to understand that we are addressing the individual as an individual, so their experience can be unique to them.
She was able to explain to me, I'm going to work in this location, and then from that location I will move to this location because this is connected to this and this operates with this. And so she was very informative, and so I really appreciate that.
Shout out to Calm Wellness Services. If you're in the Milwaukee, Wisconsin area, please head over to 832 East Locust. That's on the east side of Milwaukee, y'all. East Locust, inside of KRS Hair and Wax Studio. It's a suite right inside there. Go get you a massage or something. Yo, book welcome.com, and that's WEL calm with a K, y'all. KALM. WELKALM. Welcome.com. Shout out to Patrice Green, owner and operator. Yo, good morning. Good morning, Shay Wallace in the building. I see you. Good morning, Shay Wallace. Jamel, what's up, cuzzo? See you in the building. Grand rising to you. Sometimes they can't handle the growing you. Fire, fire, fire. Sometimes they can't handle it. I'm telling y'all. Alicia, got the husband and the wife in the building. Alicia, good morning, sunshine. Good morning. Got them both in the building. Yeah. Yeah, me too, man. Yeah, you in the building too. I see you. I'm saying, Perry, my homie. Yo, good morning, y'all. It's time to have a coffee conversation this morning. Today we are talking about accountability. Yeah, we're talking about accountability this morning, y'all. It can get deep. It can get tough. I know some of us could be breathing like, yeah, because, as we always say on the show, once you have the information, you have the responsibility. When you have the responsibility, you have to take the accountability. Yeah, when you have the information, you have the responsibility. Once you have the information, you have the responsibility. Once you got that responsibility, now you got to hold that accountability to yourself. And we always talk about the 3Ds on this show of deciding and dedicating and disciplining yourself. And sometimes we could decide, we can dedicate a little bit here and there, but that discipline word holds that same word of accountability, because you have to discipline yourself to stay the course of what you say you was going to do for you. Now, a lot of times, the part of it is that I think sometimes people fear that if it quote unquote don't work, because it really do work, it just sometimes we don't work it the right way or long enough. But what we're fearing is that we have to look at somebody in the face, or people have to know that it didn't work solely because of us, because it was no one else to blame. And sometimes people don't want to hold that weight or hold that shame, but they ain't really shame, because everybody does things and messes up and tries again. And again, there's really no shame. So again, we're holding some type of thing in our mind, in our head, of shame, when there really is none. Because you know what, as we learn and go through things, it's just like if you couldn't write your name the right way, or you picked up a pencil and couldn't write for the first time, say I ain't doing it no more because it didn't work the first time. Again, everything takes practice in life, and sometimes we feel like, yo, I should have it together. And that ego and that pride will hold us up. And again, the same thing that we fear is really happening, because now all these gifts you're not going after, you're not using. And now people are like, yo, because sometimes people can see your gift and you don't even see it. And they like, yo, you're greater than this. You're greater than that. But you got to take that accountability for yourself and say, you know what? I want to go after it because it's important to me. You have to have that level of accountability where you're saying, you know what, a level of importance to yourself to say, you know what, I'm going to go after it because it's important to me. I am important to me. The things that's in your life has happened because of everything that you brought into it, good or bad. I know that's sometimes hard to hear, but everything that's in your life, you brought into your life, the good and the bad. So the good and bad boyfriend, girlfriend you got, the good or bad situation that you got, whatever your situation, your financial situation, you did that. Again, as I look at this camera and all this stuff, all I see is myself. So I'm telling myself, Divine, you did that. All the good and bad, all the stuff you do and don't, you did that. You brought these, again, if you got people that's sucking you dry, you got people that's holding you down, again, you did that. You giving them your time and energy. You letting them suck you down. I'm gonna sip my coffee because I know some people don't want to hear this. You did that. And we got to take accountability for our lives and understanding that, you know what? If I did that, let me be intentional about what's next to come then. Let me be more serious about my life. So then now I could, again, I say on this show all the time, you can't predict your future, but you can create it. And you should be excited about that. Because if you could create your future, it's almost like a prediction, quote unquote, right? So again, do things today that's going to lead to a better tomorrow. That's how you create it. So you did that. Yeah, I'm gonna let you chew on it for a minute, because I want you to reflect on all the things in your life, whether good or bad. Again, because the law of attraction says, you know what, whether a thought intentional or unintentional, it only brings about what you brought about. You did that. You did that. Me and my homie, we was having this conversation, right? And he was talking about this chick he started dating, right? And he was talking about this chick he was dating. I'm gonna talk about this story, right? He was talking about this chick he was dating, right? And then he was saying when, they initially started meeting, when they was dating, and they first, had, how you go out to eat, and he was having the conversation, why you're single, and what happened in the past, and sometimes that little conversation comes up, and he's just talking about how she was explaining how she broke the last dude's windows out. Right, you know what I'm saying? And she was like, he pissed me off to the extremest level, whatever, woo, and they went on with their conversation, right? So he didn't think nothing of it because, again, he ain't that dude. So he like, yo, I ain't got nothing to do with none of that. And, he just listening to her experiences with her past. And, he just kind of like, damn, whatever. So it ends up happening that his windows got busted out. Right? And he come to me and he like, D, man, this nigga bust out my windows. And I said, you did that. You did that. And he like, no, man, she bust out my windows. I said, no, you did that. Because this person told you who she was back then, bro. She told you she bust out windows. So you allowed the breaking window woman in your life. So now your windows got broke. She told you, and she was clear about what she do. You did that. You did that. Accountability. We got to take accountability in our life. And I know in the act, again, but you lack that energy into your life. Again, a person told you sometimes people leave clues that you, sometimes we just ignore or think that we higher than, and think that, it ain't going to happen to me. Again, you allowed this energy. You allowed these people. You allowed all this environment in your life. And now your windows got broke too. You did that. She may have done it, but you did it to you. Because if you never allowed this type of people and energy into your circle, then it can't even be a part of your life. We got to start taking accountability, people. Understanding what's happening, and when the things that sometimes we just brush over are really, really, really more important than what sometimes we may know. That A1 day one that ain't doing the right things, but you hold this thing in your mind that I gotta be down, but it's holding you down. You did that. So if I did that, if we did that, then you know what I'm going to do for my future? Because I'm going I'm going to take control. Control, Alt, Delete. Let's do this reset. I'm finna take control, because if I put myself in those environments, let me remove myself. Because again, I can't blame and complain, because people are who they are. And again, sometimes we want everybody to grow with us and everybody to be on the same mental level at the same time. But again, sometimes people ain't ready. But you got to make the decision as if you ready. You got to make the decision in your life, no matter where people are, where they going and what they doing, no matter how attached they may be, cousin, brother, sister, mama, daddy. It don't matter. Your life is your responsibility. What are you going to do? How are you going to be accountable for making the next levels of your life? And everybody who's dependent on you, again, how you going to make they floor your ceiling, and how far you going to take your ceiling so that they floor could be so. Come on, man. I'm still unpacking this, but there is some truth to helping somebody. I feel like I want to help, but just haven't been strong enough. Stan, you've been helping people for a long time, brother. You've been helping people for I've known you for over 10, 15 years. You've been helping people for a very long time, whether consciously or unconsciously, brother. It's in your spirit. So you don't got to worry about something that's already in your spirit. You just got to go around people that's going to celebrate it and not just use and abuse it. Make it valuable for you in your life as well. Let your helping, also help you. I'm a victim of that, and that's how I can resonate with you, Stan. I've been a victim of that as well, being around the wrong people with great gifts for people who don't even appreciate them. Can't understand them, and we waiting for people to understand something that we are sometimes great. Yeah, don't get me started. The world is watching, y'all. This is good. Fire, 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 fire. Okay. The window breaking woman. The breaking window woman. Yeah, the breaking window woman. My boy allowed the breaking window woman in his life. And you can't allow the breaking window women. Don't allow the hitting man in your life either. I just choked her up a little bit. All right. It ain't telling you this. Understand what he's telling you. I put my hands on you. You got to understand it again. People leave clues, and then we go, I love him. And then you wonder why you're getting choked. Patrice, the world is watching. Just Patrice approved. Hey, she said, I'm approved, y'all. Hey, my manager said I'm approved. I'm approved. She said, I'm good. I'm within my bounds. I ain't talking. Listen, if I'm saying anything that's of any value, let me see y'all hit the like button. Come on, give me some confirmation here, y'all. Give me some love. Give me some hearts. It's time to take accountability. You are responsible. Again, we can't ask God to order our footsteps if we aren't going to move our feet. Nobody can move your feet for you but you. Good. Move in the right directions. Go where you need to go. Go where you can grow. Go where you can be and see the ultimate version of yourself. Go take yourself to the peace. Not just the inner peace, but the outer peace as well. There's one out here. You just got to make sure you're in the right environments. Again, it's accountability. How serious are you about you? And that's only something that you can measure within yourself. That's only something that you can discipline again, as we say, we can't be responsible for you. We just being responsible to you by, again, telling you and pouring into you things that help you grow. Because your seed is meant to grow, be great, and provide fruit in the direction and for the people and for those who are looking up to you. Let's take some accountability. We can blame and complain all day. It was his fault. It's her fault. It's dude's fault. It's because I ain't have no daddy. It's because my mama. Again, when is it going to be because you know what? Now that's accountability. Now I can, I will, I must. Come on, you got the ability. Now take the accountability. God gave you everything you need. Now, what you going to do with all this gift? What you going to do with the ability to learn? What you going to do with the ability to change and make decision in the right direction? How accountable are you going to be for that? Again, once you have this information, you got the responsibility. So now that I've told you, now you know. What you gonna do? So now you ain't got no excuse. How serious are you about your life? How much do you love you? Again, do you love you? You told all the boyfriends and girlfriends you love them, but do you tell yourself that you love you? I know people might make you feel like you should, it's arrogant or cocky or full of yourself. Again, what somebody else think about you ain't your business. But what you think about you makes all the difference. So again, let's make sure that you feel the ultimate about who you are. Let's make sure you feel like the king or queen that you are. Let's take accountability for that too. Let's make sure we suck all that in, because accountability ain't just, painful work. Accountability ain't just painful work. I don't know if accountability seems like it's going to be painful work or something, but accountability ain't painful work. It's just making a choice. It's being accountable to you. It's saying that I am important. You know what? And once I know this information, now I need to use it to grow the us, the ours, and others. Come on, y'all. The world is watching, y'all. The world is watching, y'all. Hey, each and every day, make sure y'all doing that to-do list, things that you gonna do today. Again, accountability. What you gonna do today for you? If you let the list pass by, then you must not take yourself serious. If you don't write down a list, if you don't check off things, then I guess you ain't that important. All right. And if you ain't that important, then all right, then you ain't that important. But for those out there who says I am important, I do have a mission and a purpose on this planet, then I want you to make your 5 to 6 things, and I want you to write them down, and I want you to cross them off by the end of tonight. Not tomorrow. This ain't the tomorrow list. This is the today list. Things you're going to do today. And by the night, it should be to done list, because all of them should be crossed off. You should actually feel good. You're going to be excited. And I want you to dance. I want you to cheer yourself on. I want you to celebrate you. I want you to play your music loud. I want you to do whatever you do. Enjoy. Have a glass of wine, a shot, whatever it is that you do. Smoke a blunt. Whatever it is that you do to celebrate you, I want you to make sure you do that at the end. All right? So again, things to do today. I want you to take accountability for you, and I want you to hold yourself accountable for you. So again, we ain't going to, again, when we see each other next year, again, if you're in the same position, in the same place, that's because you kept yourself there. Again, we ain't blaming and complaining nobody else. We can't. All right? So again, thank you guys again for being here. If I said anything that made any sense, please hit the share button for me, y'all. Please share this with somebody that you know need to take accountability in their life. Again, somebody that you know need to hear some of these messages so they can go out there and be the greatest version of themselves. All right? So please, thank you guys again for being here and watching with me each and every morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. Yo, but we gonna get up, we gonna go get out, and we gonna go get something. It's time to make the rest of our life the best of our life. It's time to start, seeing the ultimate versions of ourselves. It's time to start experiencing life on a whole nother level and live while we're living. It's time to start thriving, and it's not just survive anymore, y'all. Don't you want to thrive? Don't you want to wake up and be at peace and be able to breathe and just exhale? Come on, y'all. It's time to get up, get out, and let's go get something, y'all. Thank you guys again. I really, really appreciate you guys being here. And again, you know what? I love you. You worth it, and you matter. We ain't got to be friends. We ain't got to be family members. Again, I ain't have to break bread with you, none of that. Again, I can't be responsible for you, but I'm just being responsible to you. And again, you worth it, and you matter on this planet. So go out there and be great. Remember, the world is watching. Give them something to see, y'all. See y'all tomorrow.